Previously on Forsyth Fantasy Hour. After a previous job went south, the two were greeted by a stout dwarven man named Maddox Stonecutter. The Stonecutter brothers thanked Emmi and Ander for helping them, and explained their plan for the forge. They planned on making the forge into a business, having adventurers bring their gear to them so that they could enchant it with other magical artifacts.
Oh, Emmi Hilltopper. Oh, it's so good to see you, darling. How are you? How have you been? Emmi, I want you to meet someone here. Right here, is one of the new associates coming into weapons and gear.
My name's Reddick Richardson. It's good to meet the two of you. When he's saying that, there's a power surge, and Gordy goes like,
Oh yeah, it's just been happening all day today. Yeah, we've been having an issue with some of the power supply in here. Yeah, Reddit can help you out with that.
and when you say all of that, the power goes out.
Again.
For good this time. And you hear the sounds of each of the doors automatically shutting down. The automaton looks up. You see its eyes, and they're yellow, and they look at Maddox, and they flip on red.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This place needs to be shut down now. If those guys outside were in here now, we would be in a deep trouble.
Any of the codes that me and my brothers will have will open any door in the facility, except for the entrance and the well forge. You need all 3 codes to open the engine room.
Please tell us the codes, yes.
He passes out. Now locked inside weapons and gear, Emmi and Jak better destroy the well forge soon, or at least find a way out, before things get any worse. Welcome back to the Forsyth Fantasy Hour. It is episode 15, I believe. I don't know. It's a new recording session for all of us. Yes. I say all of this, which I normally don't do, only because the audio might be a little bit different. I was raising the volume because I realized Time for Heist was really loud. Some episodes were really quiet. Trying to balance that out.
Okay.
So you're doing some audio experimentation right now.
Yes.
Or for this session.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So if someone's like, wow, it's much louder now. Okay,
it's like, yeah, we'll address that. So
yeah, because we got some people saying, hey, it was a little quiet the last couple episodes. I go, okay, we'll get your feedback.
Gotcha.
Thank you. So our heroes, Emmi,
That's
Jak,
me.
and Roderick, are in the office of weapons and gear with a gnome that they've just recently met, named Reddick Richardson.
Reddick.
And with them is a bloodied and unconscious Maddox Stonecutter. As he lays out on the floor, he is blood slowly pools around him, just a little bit.
Does he deserve it? I don't know. Maybe.
There is a 24-foot tall ladder extending from the floor of the factory into one of the windows that Maddox was thrown through.
Welcome.
And then on the floor of the factory, there is 16 automatons, one of which is on its side on the floor, scanning the room as they move motionless. As we found out last episode, weapons and gear is on an emergency lockdown because everything got shut down.
Yes.
And the entrance and the well forge are the only 2 doors that are fully locked, and they can only be opened if the engine is reset.
So, we got to get to the engine room, which is blocked off by 3 doors. We can open one of those doors because we got 1 code, but we need to go find those other 2 brothers for those other 2 codes for those doors.
Well, that is true, but what about looking around in the office?
Oh, yeah, no. Of course, we should definitely check that out first.
Okay. So how do you guys want to search the office?
Well, I want to do investigation? Perception.
I'm going to leave it up to you.
I mean, they're both equal for me. With +3 in my skills. Yeah, they're both equal. I'll do investigation. I'll roll for investigation.
Okay.
In the office.
Emmi, I would like you to do a perception check.
Oh, righty. Oh my goodness. Well, She's not being very perceptive at the moment. I guess she must have, she had a 1.
You are a Oh, sorry. I hit my mic again. You are a halfling. You can re-roll that 1.
Oh, thank you.
We didn't do it when you rolled a 1 in one arc, but that was for story reasons.
Okay.
It's called like halfling nimbleness, or it's like initially lucky or something
It
like
is
that.
lucky.
It's called
right
lucky.
here. Yeah, it's right here. Re-roll on the roll of 1 because you're lucky. I got suerte.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how that goes. Whew, okay, 13.
And you were doing perception. So
Yes.
that'll be
That's 15.
15. So my total is 17 for investigation.
Okay, so Jack, you start looking around the office.
Whoa. Wow. Whoa. Hey, look at that.
Reddick starts helping you. You can't find anything too much of interest, but you do the two of you kind of discover that the code you have, robot,
Yes.
relates to Matic because he's like the foreman. He's in charge of kind of like overseeing the automatons and the factory. So
it could be just related to their job roles.
Right. So if he's
Yes.
robot, what would the other 2 be?
Yeah.
Okay, the oldest one to me seems very, very simple.
Yeah. He's brute strength. He's
Brute?
like
Big Brutus.
people that do, they lift like all the shipments and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Reddick chimes in and he goes, Big Brutus. We call him BB. That's his nickname.
Okay.
He does a lot of work in his workshop. Some stuff with lumber.
Oh, well, there is a workshop.
I'm kind of assuming he's going to be in the workshop.
Okay. So that's one thing we could do is run over to the workshop. And then with the other one, Gordy,
What did he?
Who is Gordy?
he's the youngest brother.
What did you call him again?
Lawrence. His name. That's what he told me his name was.
Oh, no, dude. No, his name is Gordy. The youngest one is Gordy.
I'm just as in the dark as you are. I've never met these guys.
Yeah, I have. The youngest one is Gordy.
Okay.
So something is going on that's not right unless this guy is impersonating. But why would Matic allow it? Because obviously he's the one that told you that this guy Lawrence is the
Was
youngest.
Matic always this slimy? By the way.
Well, no. He didn't appear to be. But again, this was a while back.
The only in terms of Matic, I will say this just because the audience knows Matic a little bit through episode 0. He just seemed very determined to find the forge, and he even broke his friendship with Mayor Quentin to go seek out
Because
the forge.
Okay. So
he went against what Mayor Quentin actually wanted.
Okay, so he was always just a bit ambitious. So I'm just trying to figure out if there's maybe a relation between Gordy / Lawrence as having like a weird personality thing, but I don't know.
Or if it's a different person altogether. Like,
It could. That might be. I mean, doppelgangers are a thing.
oh.
So it could be a shapeshifter, and that's quite frightening to me.
That is.
So, I mean, we got a couple options here. We could actually... Reddick, do you know if the codes are all 5 characters? Like robot?
I don't know, but hold on. Lumber, LUMB
6.
R. His might be lumber. I really don't know. They didn't tell me the codes. I've just walked with them when we would go into the other rooms. That's something to look out for, though. It might be that.
Okay, yeah, because, like, we could just... Do you know if we could guess the codes, or if they're...
You can try. I don't think there's anything stopping you. You just wouldn't be able to pass it at the door.
Okay.
All right, we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, because the other issue is we would have to cross the room with all the automatons in there. So.
Yeah, and that's gonna be an issue of its own.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Vicky, what was your roll for perception? Again,
13. Oh, 15.
15.
it was a 15.
Yeah.
You notice in Jack's bag, the smorb, and it is glowing very brightly, and it is blinking profusely, and you immediately notice it.
And he doesn't realize it because it's on his back, right? Yeah. So, Jack, by the way, did you might want to know that your smorg thing, it's look at it.
I take it out.
It's going crazy.
As soon as you take it out, Reddick backs away, and he goes, "What? What is that? What is that? What is that?"
A bomb. That's a joke. It's an orb.
He just kind of sits on the floor for a little bit, and he's like, "Okay, so today's been really stressful. That looks like a magic bomb. That looks like a magic bomb. Do you walk into just any store and just say, "Hey, I have a bomb"?
I mean, this isn't a store. I thought I'd add some levity.
I thought you had a bomb.
It's not a bomb. We got a bleeding guy on the ground. I figured, hey, let's make this a little worse. You know what? I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, it's just this orb thing that I've been carrying around.
And it doesn't always do this.
It doesn't always do this.
But it's when it's around other magical items and stuff, it seems to trigger its personality.
Is it 2 particular forges?
I think it's the forges in general.
Okay.
Or magic.
Yeah, I think my dad mentioned something about that.
What about?
That you can have items that track where forges are.
Yeah. So yeah. This is it.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is one of those. If there's any more, but yeah, it's. Mm-hmm. Do you think there's anything else in this room or just in this area?
No. I think it's like the power outage. It's just reacting to the energy that the Wellforger design is putting off, and that is most likely due to, like you guys said, that there are other Wellforges active. I think everything is just because the old folktale that if all the forges are active, a huge magical energy is released, and whoever is inside all of that can manipulate the universe however they want.
That's probably what Matic is after.
He never mentioned anything like that. I hope not, because that's some real end of the world type stuff.
Could we look through the office again for some records and documents, or
a safe, or?
I mean, we've already done a search, so
I will allow it, but at disadvantage.
Okay.
And I only allow one of you to do it, and it will be investigation.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
What is your investigation?
Oh.
Is that a -1?
Yes, let's not be too mean.
Yeah, I'll do it. Oh no. Yeah, it's 14, so it's 17.
Roll that again. You take the lower number.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a 19, so that would have been a 22.
So it's a 14.
It's the.
Oh.
Oh, is that's without my skill advantage?
No. So the first roll you got was a 14.
That was the roll. That was 14.
And then you add your bonuses.
Okay, so that's 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you cannot find anything of interest or anything relating to
a possible plot to
Wellforges.
Gotcha.
Nope. Can't find anything.
Okay. All right. So we should probably try to make our way to. Let's see. I'm looking at a map.
Uh-huh.
And
you mean the map that's on this desk conveniently?
Yeah, that's
in
the one
real world.
I'm just looking at.
Yeah,
yes.
we're looking down at it.
Yeah, we're
at the
looking
moment,
down at a map that
and
just happened to be on the table.
trying to figure out how's the best way to get to the workshop because
I think we should get to the workshop.
That's
because
the closest.
And it is.
Yeah.
If we scurried this to this side, right over here.
Because the youngest brother, Gordy, right?
Yeah.
Gordy Lawrence.
He's in between one of the rooms in the engine rooms. Because last episode he did say
he
that
was back here.
they were going to go check on it, and then when everything shut down,
he's
got to
between
be
the doors.
Yeah,
he's got to be trapped.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So the only one we can talk to right now is Strong Bad.
But Reddick chimes in again, and he says, "Yes. I think we should go talk to, or you two should go talk to BB. You two and the big wolf." Who I have conveniently forgot that Roderick has been a part of this whole thing.
He's just been sitting under a table in the office.
I will be honest. Yes, really and truly, on this whole campaign, just so far, I don't want to be rude, but yeah, I forgot too. And it's hard to miss this giant, massive, gorgeous wolf. But
as everybody mentions that, they turn and Roderick is just kind of looking at Matic. And he looks at you, Emmi, and he says, "Emmi, this is okay to say. I'm not offended that you guys didn't notice me or anything. I've just been quiet. I haven't had too much to say."
Oh, okay, buddy.
And so you repeat that to everyone. They hear that. Roderick chimes in again and says, "Emmi," because again, you guys are talking telepathically through your mind link crowns.
Yes, I hear it all.
He says, "Emmi, do not repeat this. Things have seemed a little shady, and I don't know if we can trust these dwarves. And I have been trying to get information and watching everyone to see what they're really up against.
Which is actually what I have been feeling all along with the whole, he don't know that guy's name. Maddox seems way off the charts slimier than I remember. So something most definitely is going on.
Shoot. Roderick then says, he goes, remember, every time you said anything about the forge, he diverted your conversation.
Is there something going on in the forge? I don't know. We're not going to find out.
As Jak gets an epiphany in his head, is there something going on?
Jak is staring off at the forge and is just trying to connect some dots related to the conversation they're having through their minds that he's not a part of.
Mm-hmm.
So,
would it be of any help at all for Roderick to lead the way? I'm wondering.
Should we keep him with? Because it doesn't seem like Reddick wants to come with us. It seems like he wants to stay in the office. That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
Okay.
Reddick does say. He goes, I would. So I think if you guys go check on BB, I can stay in the office. I can use the little funnel, the PA system, and he goes over and he picks up the thing that Maddox called to use Brutus. He goes, this connects to all the major rooms in the forges, so if anything goes wrong, I can tell you about it, and I really want to watch these automatons. I don't know what they're going to do next.
Gotcha.
Because clearly he's afraid too. Or he's afraid.
Oh, I'm desperately terrified. I am surprised I have not soiled myself.
Gotcha. Okay. So I guess 3 of us try to saunter over to the workshop.
Reddick goes, and hold on, before you do, let me help you out. He goes over to one of the chairs, like Maddox's chair, and he knocks it over, and he tears off one of the legs. He tears off 2 of them, and then he throws them like a fetching stick over at 2 of the automatons to get their attention. And he's like, okay, so hopefully, he's like, now some of them are kind of on alert and distracted. Hopefully that'll give you guys enough time to just get to the door and then go into the hallway.
Okay,
that's good.
To the hallway to the workshop. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, I'm gonna check on Maddox too. I mean, we probably shouldn't kill the guy. I'm gonna make sure that he's still alive.
Sure.
Yeah, but
maybe you could take his robe. He's got more patches than I do.
Yep. That's a good idea.
I will see what's on him. That's not a bad idea.
It's really not. I know that sounded very shady, but like he can't do anything with it right now, but we can. So
yeah, and as long as he stays out, I think that's advantageous because as soon as he's, able to, he's gonna hurt us. He's gonna stop our progress.
I'm mostly gonna keep an eye on the robots.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right.
All
So
right.
we hurry over.
So I need all of you, including
Roderick.
to make a stealth check, but you have advantage
Okay. Cool.
because Reddick distracted them.
Oh, so I got a 6 total.
Okay then.
What did you say? Stealth?
Stealth.
Yes.
Okay, 9, 14.
You had a 14. Roderick had a 19.
I had a 6.
So, Emmi, you and Roderick move over to the door, and while you're at the door, you look back, and you see Jak tiptoeing, and you're moving around the ladder, but your foot just gets slightly caught on it, and it moves, and then 2 of the automatons look, and they look at you, and they start running towards you.
Cool.
What do you do?
Oh, okay. So I could take advantage of a trait here, or a feature. I got cunning action.
Oh,
Okay.
good idea.
Oh, it looks more like that could be like a dash of 8 hide as like a bonus action, but I guess that's like I could do that and then something else, huh?
We'll see. Well, I'll see what you want to do first, and then I might add on to that.
Okay. So I'm right outside the office, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Your one of your feet is like kind of in the
in
spot
like
for
a
the
ladder run,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so what I'm thinking is, could I get to is the office like completely walled off to like the top of the ceiling, or is it one of those things
No.
where it's a little room?
It's a
inside
little room.
bigger room.
It's a little
so
room
it's
inside
got
a
its
big
own
room.
little ceiling on top.
Yes.
I want to go to the top of the office, and I'm gonna probably use the ladder to like. I'll run on the ladder and then jump up.
Oh, you're gonna prop up the ladder.
I won't prop up the ladder. I think I'll try to jump from because the ladder's kind of like halfway through
Yes.
the window, so like I could just run on the ladder and then try to run up the wall too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check.
Oh boy. Well, that's not too bad. Oh no. That was a 4.
So you see it coming and you run, you step on some of the ladders and you jump, but your fingers just barely miss it and you fall right on your back on top of the ladder. You are now prone and one of the automatons gets to you and they're going to make an attack at you.
Cool.
That's great.
It barely misses you.
Okay.
And then that one is now kind of like trying to claw on top of you and another one is running.
Okay.
Now at this point,
yes.
Emmy, what would you like to do?
Well, as we're moving stealthily, we're doing so good, me and Roderick, and we hear all this commotion.
Yes.
And I turn, I went, no, and I look at Roderick and I go, can you help him? Is there anything you can do?
Sure. I'm going to attack the robots.
Because if you could just bump him out the way, grab him. Jeez.
So that Roderick's going to run and try to slam into the one that is clawing at Jak.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been hurt yet too, so that's
No,
good.
not
Yes.
yet. Just made a lot of noise.
There's just 2 robots. We're good.
I know, right? That's right.
Yeah.
It's just a killer robot.
So Roderick runs and he slams right into the robot. He's using like basically his shoulders to like body check it. And he hits it. It goes flying past Jak. The other one is still running towards him. And then I'm gonna roll damage for that robot. And Roderick actually did double damage to it because it is weak to a specific type of attack.
Mm.
He did 11 points of damage to it, destroying the robot.
Yeah, I was going to say, a robot can't have that much.
Yeah, but I think Jak notices this attack. It's a normal melee shove. Yeah?
Roll intelligence just real quick so that
Okay.
if you piece it together.
Good. Intelligence. Oh, okay. Oh, good. That's a 7.
Yeah, it was a normal melee attack, but you can't figure out what specific type of damage it was.
He bashed him against the wall, huh?
He bashed him with his body.
With his body.
Also, there are 15 automatons now. One of which is on the floor. The other one now is attacking Jak.
Well, I think at this point, this is all happening pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
What's your armor?
My armor is 13.
Okay, the second one does not. It swings at you, but it misses.
Okay, cool. I want to swing at it with my gauntlets.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, make an attack. Then 10.
Plus, I have not done combat in a while.
Yeah. No. Don't worry. We are specifically doing combat stuff now.
Okay.
I've recognized that from the episodes. I was like, oh, we haven't fought in a while.
Yeah.
That's a big part of D&D.
I'm gonna get some fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Kung fu fighting.
Yeah.
Everybody's kung fu fighting. Let's do that.
So you have 11.
Okay. Yeah. 11.
You actually miss.
Okay. Great.
Oh.
Cool. I'm really stuck on this ladder. Then is probably what's
Yeah.
happening.
You swing and you realize like your feet is still kind of
Okay,
in
stuck.
it.
Cool.
Roderick starts to kind of help you, like pull your feet out of the ladder, like by using his mouth. Emmy, we'll just go back to you as we
Okay.
do this little mini round of combat.
Yeah. What do you want to do? Are you just watching or?
Well, no, I mean, I can't go any further without you guys.
Yeah.
So my thought is, well, what can I do to help
I
this?
mean, you could go further without us. Get a little head start.
Well,
Whatever you want to do.
I feel like we got it. Roderick got it, not me, apparently. What do you want to do?
I mean, I guess I could. Can I speak? Can they hear me?
Yeah.
I guess I can ask you.
Yeah. Oh, if
Do you want me to come or do you want me to go?
we're
on?
good.
Okay.
Okay, so you punch in the code on the door? Because you remember what the code is, right?
Sure.
I'm gonna assume you guys know what the code is.
Yeah.
It's robot.
It's robot.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
that code.
Yeah, I mean, sorry.
To the door.
I didn't realize that the door had letters.
Yeah.
But, duh. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
No
Again,
worries.
we can cut that out. No,
Okay, so
yes, of course, yes. I know that it was robot, but I thought there was another number code that for some reason I had forgotten.
So you open the door leading from the factory floor to the hallway. So you open it up and you just start walking down the hallway, leaving the door open.
Okay.
So now you're in the hallway. It's a three-way hallway, three-way intersection. To your left of you, there's a sign that says workshop. To the right of you is a sign that says break room.
Yes.
Okay. Emmi, are you going to wait for them, or do you want to go see someone?
These are your choices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I go towards the workshop.
Okay. So Emmi, you start walking towards the workshop. You put in the code robot to open the other door, and as soon as you open it, you see Big Brutus wrestling with an automaton that is much larger than the ones on the factory floor.
Oh dear.
It is actually almost bull-like, but it is standing. It's bipedal. It's standing on 2 feet. It's got one broken horn, and it has a bunch of numbers on one of its shoulders, and the other. It looks like a skeleton, and you can see a bunch of exposed gears. I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative.
Cool. We're still out fighting.
This is a big fight now.
Cool.
Okay, hey everybody, Scotty here with a couple quick announcements in our little typical ad break. Also, I mean it when I say quick because I am sick and I feel like garbage and this episode's already late. But nevertheless, thank you all for listening to Forsyth Fantasy Hour. And if you like the show, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, comment on SoundCloud, or follow us on Twitter at FFH Podcast so you can be up to date with the show. And if you guys use something other than the podcast or the podcatchers I mentioned, then rate us there. Get us more clicks, I guess. Sure. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Speaking of updates, in the last episode, I talked about a video going up on our YouTube page, or our YouTube channel, I should say. Well, that video is actually pushed to a later date, so that entire announcement doesn't apply to any of you right now. But the video is a plan for what our channel, Scotty Mulad, which is what Forsyth Fantasy Hour is a part of, what we're doing in the future, how we talk about our different projects and shows that we have going on in 2018. So I will just make the FFH announcement here in this episode. So starting January 30th, the podcast will release on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Central Time instead of 9 a.m. So in the past, we've had some podcatchers posting the show early, posting it late, and different types of issues. And hopefully this new time will fix that. We tried it out last week and or 2 weeks ago, and it worked fairly well. So that's going to be the new plan now. So FFH episode 16, the next episode, will release on January 30th at 2 p.m. Central Time. Okay, and that'll be the forever time for FFH. Every other Tuesday, 2 p.m. Okay, cool. We got that. Thank you again for your patience and support. And I love every single one of you. Enjoy the rest of the episode. It's a big fight with a bunch of robots. And I think it'll be fun. Now it's time for me to go back to bed.
Jack got a 2, which makes a lot of sense because he's outside.
Okay.
So,
Jack will be going last.
well, okay, it's 2, but my initiative is +2, so that's a 4.
Oh, okay.
Last.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, so I have 15 plus initiative is 16.
Cool. Oh, boy.
Great.
You said 16?
Yes.
Okay, so the order will go. Emmi, you will go first. Then the large lumber robot. BB will go second. Jack, you will go after that.
Okay.
Sorry, I said second, but I'm reading the order right now.
Gotcha.
Okay.
The automatons will go after that, and then Roderick will go last.
Oh, okay.
Roderick and the automatons both got ones.
Oh, no.
Cool. All right. Wow.
Wow, that's crazy. Because I thought he got a 4.
Emmy, what would you like to do?
Well, given that there's, a thing right in front of me, not only is it attacking him, but he's going to turn his attention now on me.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about this spiritual weapon here.
Okay. So, Emmy, if you were going to cast spiritual weapon, you are you have a range of 60 feet,
Yes.
which I believe you were in range.
Right.
And when you cast a spell, you make a melee spell attack against the creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So it's just basically you are casting something that's adjacent to that weapon.
Yes.
And then on the hit, the target will take 1d8 force damage.
Because it says create a floating weapon.
Yes.
So
and then
is it a weapon of choice?
the weapon is it takes form of whatever weapon you choose. Clerics usually base it off of what type of deity or domain they follow. Since you are alive, and you are more holy magic, I would assume it's some type of. I would think it would be some type of sword.
Okay.
Flying sword.
Yeah.
Javelin throw that sword.
So you are casting the spell,
Okay.
and it will last for a minute,
Yes.
which is a very long time in terms of combat.
Oh, okay. Because it didn't seem that long, but.
A minute is a full round,
Oh, okay.
I believe. 1 round is 6 seconds. 1 minute is 10 rounds.
Wow.
So that thing is going to stay there for a while.
Okay.
Cool.
Hopefully, right in between his eyes or something. But,
Okay. So you have cast spiritual weapon.
okay. So that's one of these.
Yes.
Yes. So put it on the map because I can't reach you.
There we go.
Because that was a 2nd level spell,
Yes, it was.
Cool.
but I think it was worth it.
I think so, because he's pretty big.
He's a big man.
And then you need to make you need to roll and then add your spell casting modifier to it.
3.
So what's the full?
10.
It's a 10.
Yes.
He dodges out of the way. He's still wrestling with Brutus.
Oh.
Who turned next? Big robot boy?
Yes. And it is going to it's going to maintain its grapple with Big Brutus.
So because it missed, that was wasted.
No, it's still there. It will hang around there for 9 more turns.
Because that's what I. So he dodged it, but it's still there, just looming.
Yeah. That's why it's a 2nd level spell. So it is going to stay there as long as you want. You can stay as far away from him as possible and keep using this weapon.
Oh, just move it around while it's in the air?
Yeah, you can even move it.
Just force move it.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. So actually, you can swing at it again
Okay. Let's
on
do
your
that.
turn.
Oh, next time.
No, I'll go back. Well, I'll help you out.
Okay.
So
Just roll again.
roll again.
Much better.
14 and what?
+3.
Plus 3?
Yeah.
17?
17.
That'll hit. So you need to roll 1d8.
5?
5.
Okay.
Okay, so you do 5 points of damage to it. It pierces some of the gears, and you see some of them go loose, but he still is fighting him.
Okay.
Damage done, though, this time.
Yay.
Good.
Right.
And so just for clarification, she missed the first one, but if she were to have gotten the first one, she could have attacked again anyway.
Yes, as
Okay.
a bonus action.
So you get to do it 2 hits.
Okay.
And also, even though we jumped to someone else's turn, I did actually mess up. I gave you a wrong number to roll for the first initial attack, but I gave it to you.
Cool.
Okay.
What was the damage again?
5.
5. Like we rolled 2, added the 3.
The next time you attack with the spiritual weapon, you're going to add 5.
Oh.
Because that one is your spellcasting ability because you're using magic. The damage is your spellcasting ability modifier. Because clerics use every every spellcasting class uses something different. Like sorcerers use charisma as casting magic because they're speaking their spells.
Oh, as what drives them to cast the spell. Got you.
Yeah, wizards use intelligence because they study spells.
Oh.
And then you would use wisdom because you're
Like you're perceptive, you are more in tune with a more like
Higher power.
higher power. Yeah, almost like a force type thing.
Yeah. That's what I.
cool.
So
Okay, good.
brief intermission. The big robot is going to try to grapple BB, which he is just going to do a flat out strength test.
And he's not going to make it because that's not how it rolled, right? Please?
The big robot has very weak strength, surprisingly.
Oh.
You're kidding. He's all big and nothing else.
I mean, maybe it's more for that lifting power, but
Maybe.
try to get it to do anything fast with its strength, and it's like kind of getting bopped on the nose by a big person, like just by the finger, like a little bop.
Yeah,
it's not actually very strong.
So the big robot tries to, grab BB, and he's trying to like crush him, but Brutus pushes him off and then backs away 10 feet.
Okay,
So Tristan, if you can move him to the
gotcha.
So he is now fully backed away from him, and he looks at Emmy and he goes,
Emmy, what's going on?
Well, we're trying to figure all that out as well. But right now we just need to get rid of some of these robots that are attacking.
and so he turns, and it is now his turn, and he reaches, he runs back to one of the, I guess I should describe the workshop now because you see it. So now that you can fully see and you're not worried about this big giant robot, you can see lumber and stones and a mess of other supplies are all surrounding this room. They're all on the right side of the room. And the floor is rough and it's lined with stone. And you see, to your left, you see a fine wooden table littered. The table has a bunch of indentions and scars. It's clearly been used. And there's a bunch of tools on it. One of them is a big, giant, glowing axe, which Brutus runs over and grabs.
Good job.
And is going to use.
Yay.
Do I move Brutus a bit, or is
No,
he's close to that table?
I guess he just turns and grabs
He
the-
grabs it and he runs back and he gets about 10 feet away from the big robot. And he is going to shoot an energy bolt out of this axe.
Perfect.
Whoa.
He hits
Yay.
and does about 7 points of damage to it. So he just starts taking off some of the gears that are flying off.
So we're at 12 total damage on this big boy.
Sure.
It was
7 and 5.
Yeah.
And hopefully he doesn't have like a gazillion points.
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
So does he look like he's hurt at all?
Yeah, like now from the spiritual sword damaging him, and now he's got kind of like a burn mark on some of his stuff. But no, this thing's still up and kicking.
Okay.
Now we cut back to another room. We cut back to Jak.
Cut it back to another battle.
Who there is, as Roderick is trying to move your legs out of this ladder, you are pushing this automaton that is trying to claw at you, and its eyes are fully red, and it is trying to get at you.
Oh, cool. Let's see. Can I try doing something cool here? So I'm like holding it away with one arm, right?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of that whole like you're pushing some little person like away from you while they're trying to run at you type thing.
Sure.
Except they're not little, like so it's a big robot.
Yeah.
So what I think I want to do is, I think I want to call my recall blade to my hand, but like put like my hand like on its face or its chest and call it to it so that it just appears and like slices into it.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. And just a little like. Let's see if I can do that.
Sure.
It says my notes on my recall blade is like 4 charges.
Yeah. So you will use one of the charges.
Yeah, one of the charges for the day. Or...
It'll go to 3. I'm actually not gonna, because that's a very good roll. I'm just gonna have you roll a flat d20.
Okay. No advantages or
Yeah.
anything. Okay. Oh, please. I got a 9. It's higher than any of my other rolls.
Oh, okay. We'll do this. And so you call it to your hand, and the sword just appears and rips out part of the automaton's face.
Cool.
And like now part of it is just gone. As you kind of pull the blade back, it's just missing half of its robotic skull.
So I've just scared myself, really.
And as a bunch of exposed gears and some sparks start flying out, it still has one big red lens looking at you, and it attacks and it swings for its own attack.
Cool.
Okay.
Do not hit me, please.
What you are armor class of 13?
Yes.
Right? Okay. It misses you.
Cool.
Yay.
And so then Roderick, he just kind of looks, and he's gonna just ram his head into it. Come on, Roderick. And as he does, he takes out a part of it, but it is still kicking.
Okay, cool.
Golly.
We are back to Emmy.
Hey.
We're back in the other room.
Okay. So, I mean, since that thing is still able to be used, I would say go ahead and let's use that spiritual weapon again.
So that's a bonus action.
Okay.
So as your bonus action, you can do that.
All right, so plus 5 is 8.
Okay. It does not hit.
Oh, man. This is not good.
You still have a bunch of movement and action that you can do.
Okay.
I mean, you got some knuckles, right?
Sure, I got those brass knuckles.
Just punch it in the toe.
I've got a a crossbow. I got a mace.
You got a crossbow.
Yes.
It's whatever you want. You don't want to get too close, but you got the crossbow.
That's true. Because, I wouldn't want to get too close. I am small.
Gotcha.
So, I guess I could always use the crossbow.
Hey, it's whatever you
Okay.
choose.
You would like to use the crossbow?
Sure.
Okay, so you roll, and then you add your weapon. Now that's listed on your sheet. You know where your crossbow is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're gonna load up a bolt and then shoot it.
14 plus 3.
17.
Yeah.
Okay, your arrow does hit. So
Yay.
you're gonna need to roll 1d8 for your damage. Roll for damage.
Oh, only 1.
You already used your lucky. Never mind. It's 1 and then
Plus 1.
yeah, because you have more stuff on your sheet.
Yeah, so it's 2.
Okay, so you shoot it. You see like some of the arrow flies, or the bolt, I should say, flies. It again, it's loosening some of these gears. Didn't do a whole lot of damage, but it did some. Big Brutus is gonna walk up with his axe. He's gonna get right in front of it, and he's gonna do another swing.
Oh, dear.
Again, he misses.
Oh, Brutus.
Wow.
Oh, he's
Nice.
trying. But no, it's back to Jak.
All right, cool. So we got half of that thing's face cut. We hit it for a little bit. It's still like on me though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I try to grab hold of it and shank it with my recall blade that I already got in my hand. So
Oh, that'll be strength.
okay, cool. Da-na-na-na. Strength roll. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's a 10. Minus 1 is a 9.
No, this time it works.
Cool.
As it's fully weakened, you are able to shank this automaton. It powers down and it falls off your blade and lands into the onto the ladder.
Oh, okay, cool.
And as that happens, you're still in front of the office, and you turn and you just see Reddick looking at you, going, "Okay, so things couldn't have possibly have gotten worse, right?"
Don't think so. We should probably go see what Emmy's up to.
Okay.
You stay safe.
Sure.
You better lock that door.
They're weak to bludgeoning damage. they're fairly weak. Any strong hit will probably take them down.
Oh, that's what I was trying to figure out. Everything was happening so fast. You understand? I look to Roderick. You understand, right?
Roderick nods.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I got that now. Are they? Wait. Okay, yeah. No, I got it. Sorry, I'm just a bit dizzy. All right, yeah. Let's head over there, Roderick. Huh?
Okay, so
Could I actually mount Roderick, or am I too big? just speed up the. I don't want.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Cool.
So you get on top of him, and Roderick moves himself and you into Emmi's room.
And says, "Oh,
If you'd like to move.
Move our pieces.
yeah, I see." And you're already on him. There you go.
I guess I could just
Yeah,
leave
at
that.
the moment.
He's moving a little bit slower, and Roderick looks at Emmi and says, "We've come as fast as we could."
And thank you, because things aren't going great in here.
That's a bigger robot.
Uh-huh. And then now would be a good time for you to say, "Oh, and by the way,"
Oh, and by the way,
Reddick said,
bludgeoning damage is really good against these robots. Don't know about the big one though.
Brutus looks and he goes, "I should have known." And he tosses his axe on the ground and he puts his fists up and he's ready to punch it.
Oh, nice.
Since Roderick moved to another area of location, I'm going to say, Emmi, it's your turn now.
"Oh, okay, so that was his turn, just getting out of there," which is not a bad thing.
No.
Oh, so I go, "Okay, so bludgeoning. Well, it just so happens that I have a mace and it says bludgeoning damage. So why don't we go with that?
Oh, yeah, blunt weapons.
Blunt weapon.
It's not like you got a new blunt weapon or anything for this specific reason.
So, brass knuckles.
I'm going to... Audience, we don't do many fights on Forsyth Fantasy.
Yeah, we're warming up again. Here's hoping there's another fight. We get a chance to get this train rolling.
So, Emmi, because bludgeoning is up close, so you're going to have to run up to it.
Okay. And I'm kind of fed up at this point. At this point, it's
Yeah.
like,
Speed.
Do you say anything cool as you run up? No.
just enough is enough. Let's go. Let's get the...
It's time for thoughts and prayers.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
With a little muscle.
Oh, well, dingus.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to use your mace.
Why?
Technically, thoughts and prayers don't do bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I remember now.
They do radiant and...
Yeah, the thoughts
Use your
prayers
mace.
have different types of damage, so it's the mace that you're gonna have to use.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to write that down.
Yeah. We'll do that
We'll do that in a bit.
eventually.
So we're at the mace.
Okay. Mace.
Nice.
It's a 15. And 4?
Oh, 19.
Yeah.
Yes, you hit.
Okay.
So then you were going to need to roll damage.
D6.
A D8?
D6.
D6.
And then +2 because it's added your strength.
Ooh.
6.
So 8, and then roll again because it is weak to bludgeoning damage.
2.
So 4.
I like those. These are lighter.
Yeah, I don't know. What's this made of? Space?
Yeah, it's light.
Plain
I like it.
star.
So, Emmi, you are so fed up. You are tired of this. You
Yes.
pull out your mace and you swing and you just strike the back of it. Chunks of this thing are taken off, and it is even taking a step back.
Oh, good.
And it's pushed forward just a little bit.
So I guess I sort of hit it and actually almost bounce off of it. Like that. He goes one way, I go the other.
So it is now the big robot's turn, and it walks. It just keeps walking forward for about 10 feet, and then turns, and it looks at you, and its eyes flicker through its lenses, and it hits red, and it just does a bull rush towards you. It actually charges at you.
Oh my goodness. Really? But I have shield.
I'm trying to see if you got a dodge or something.
Well, I have a shield.
You need to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. 17 and
right
strength
here.
is 2. 19?
Yeah, okay, that will do it.
Is it like she just holds off the bull, like just because it's a strength one, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
So as it rushes towards you with its kind of horns, or like one like good horn, one broken one, Emmy, you actually catch those horns and you are holding it back. Now I'm gonna even say it's open to attacks. Now because Emmy, you're literally holding it. You also have a bonus action. I think. So, Emmy, as you use all your strength and you're holding it, you look at your spiritual weapon and it dissipates. The spell has gone away. So you do not have your spiritual weapon anymore, but
It hasn't done much good. So, big deal.
your the robot is more open to attacks now.
No, that's cool because I thought, I don't know, for how long do I hold it while somebody else hits it?
It'll be the next turn.
The
yeah.
next one would be
Until its turns, it'll try to break away from you.
Oh wow! So we have a huge.
Yeah, you guys got an opening.
Okay, cool. Big Brutus is next though. Huh?
This is like a boss battle where its weakness has been revealed.
Yeah. So I think I'll just keep holding it and say, Brutus, go, your turn, hit it.
Brutus then runs and jumps on top of it, and he just starts punching.
Nice.
Yep.
So he's gonna make an athletics check to jump on top of it. He succeeds.
Dang.
And then I just do his normal, because he's using his fists, so his fists aren't as good as other weapons, but he's getting good strength out of it. He does 6 damage to it as he starts punching and starts ripping these things out. And the robot is not having any of it. He is not excited about this.
Cool.
Tristan, it's your turn.
I'm gonna mob right along with Big Brutus. We're gonna mob on him. I'm also going to run at him. I'm gonna put my recall blade away, and prep my gauntlets, which is just put him in the fists, and run up to it. And Brutus is on top of it. She's holding it by the horn. So I think I'm just gonna hit it from the sides.
Okay. So you run over to the sides, and I need you to make an attack roll.
Cool.
With your gauntlets.
So I rolled a 3.
Oh.
Plus 1, so that's a 4.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
Which one? Arcana? Oh, okay. Intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
That's 14 plus... Okay, I can't tell. Yeah, 14 plus 3. That's 17.
Your gauntlets are starting to glow.
Oh.
Like they did at the end of...
At the ball.
At the ball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
As that's happening, Roderick kind of runs and he goes to the other side, opposite of Jak, and he just starts slamming into it with his head.
Cool. Did I just ran up to it and just noticed it's glowing and started staring at it? Is that what's happened?
I think you tried hitting it a couple times, but it was like moving around. You weren't able to get it, and then you started noticing, oh, they're glowing again.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
My notes real quick. What's happening?
Roderick is able to body check it.
Of course he is. He's perfect.
Yes, he is.
Doing a total of 8 damage.
Cool.
Now it is starting to look fairly weak.
Good.
And you can see it's starting to spark a bit. I mean, it's back to you. So you're holding it. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess the mace would work at this point.
Okay. You want to hold it with one hand and mace it in the other?
Sure.
Okay. Roll your mace.
Oh,
I like this one.
you sure? Okay. Oh, that's fine.
11 and plus 3, 4.
Teen.
Huh?
You said 11 and 3, right?
No, 11 and 4. The mace.
Oh, okay. So that's
15.
Oh, 15. Yes, yeah, you hit it. So
Okay.
you need you to roll damage. So
12.
that is 12. So yeah, you're still holding on to it. You swing at it really hard, and much like what Jak did, you took out part of its face too. So that broken horn is like now gone, but it's still trying to kick. It's still trying to go.
Even after 12 more? On top of all that's already happened?
Yeah, I wanted to give you a tough fight.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
So is he at like 80?
No. You're close though.
Oh dear. Golly.
With some of his remaining strength, he's going to try to break free of
Your hold.
Yeah, your hold. So now I will need to know what is the bottom number on your strength.
14.
Okay. He's still in your hold. He is not breaking free.
Let's go, Big Brutus.
It is Big Brutus. He climbs on top.
While I'm still holding.
He's going to make a strength check, and he's going to try to tear out its major components in its head.
That would work.
He is able to do that, so he is going to... He starts ripping some of the chunks out. Emmy, you start realizing that this machine is losing some of its grip, and it starts collapsing kind of onto the floor. And then it looks like it's starting to power down. So everybody starts backing away.
Okay. So we're just watching it kind of squirm.
Yeah, and as it does that, it kind of like starts moving a little bit, and it starts trying to ram its horn into Jak.
My gloves are still my gauntlets are still glowing, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right, I think I'm gonna try to hit it with both gauntlets same time, kind of thing, just like a power punch.
Oh, a power punch?
Yeah,
Like Garnet power punch from Steven Universe,
yeah.
not William Shatner double fist.
No, not well. It could be either one, huh? What? Let's take a 3 group vote. Which one would be cooler? The William Shatner hands over head double fist, or like 2 punch, kind of like Garnet from Steven Universe type deal. I'm doing the movement.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
I'm like, boy, they both look cool.
Which one?
That
they
looks
both
cool.
Look cool.
This look cool. But which would be more effective?
I mean, I'm asking for personal preference.
I
get to
like
choose.
the William Shatner double
Okay,
fist.
so I'm gonna go with Garnet.
Okay, then
So then you
Well,
get to
cool.
decide.
Now I get to decide. Cool.
Just to make it fun. And guess what do you say? He's looking at you.
Well, it's charging at me, so I feel like the double punch
Okay.
works better. So I'm gonna try to double punch it.
Oh, you're not going to go with mine? Oh, it immediately fails.
No, dang, you're
Well, Jak is impaled, and I think that's the end of his adventure.
And everything everyone dies.
It's over. It's over. You know, never piss off the GM, and that's the lesson to learn from Forsyth Fantasy Hour. All right, so I'm rolling. Good Lord. That's a 2. Plus, this is a strength
just
roll,
did-
right?
Yeah.
Plus, that's a 1.
3.
So, you...
Yeah, but these gauntlets could not
They're
have.
glowing.
Yeah, they're glowing.
So what happens is you bring your hands down and you slam your hands right on top of, or no, sorry, I'm doing what I wanted you to do. Wow, I feel really bad.
he was describing the Shatner
Okay, so
punch.
let's go back and do that instead, which works oh so well.
I'm going to
I'm
give you
sorry.
another chance just as long as you choose him what I wanted you to do.
That's right. Let's rewind.
Okay, so what happens is you do your double fist punch, and you underestimate how much strength you're putting into it and how much it's kind of like trying to ram you, and you just basically kind of like goldfish glass tap him,
Yes.
and then it just immediately powers down.
Oh.
Oh.
And then your gauntlets actually stop glowing and they dissipate.
Whoa.
Wait, when the thing powered down, it stopped glowing?
Yeah, like you tapped it, it kind of shut down, and then as you kind of step back to see if it was like really dead, your gauntlets stopped glowing.
I look to everyone in the room and I just go, I shut it down.